Hello. So this is a Mixeroo. It's kind of a short-ish class. Just gonna plug my computer in a little bit. We're going to warm up first. Before we begin the tabata, I just want to do a quick warm up on hands and knees. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing. Yes, I am. Okay. I have my sneakers on. Not entirely necessary. That's what I'm doing. Um, And I put my mat out for this first part. I will probably pick it up for the next part, okay? So come to the hands and knees. And we're gonna do a little bit of cat-cow here. This is my warm-up. My body is a little tight. I haven't done much this morning at all, except get my kids out to school. So try to take some deep breaths. Check in with your body. If there's one of these shapes that feels particularly good, you can hang there for a minute and just breathe. We're also going to go side to side, so you can turn and look at your own tushy or your foot. And then come back to the center. I'm going to come down to my forearms here and just bring my knees closer, sit back. Keep the forearms down, bring my head down. Come forward and put some weight into my forearms. I have my elbows and my hands about shoulder distance, I'd say. And then sit back again. So this becomes like for me, a 2-for-1 deal. A little bit of an arm, shoulder stretch and warm up. And here's the stretch part for the shoulders. And right here is a back, hip flexor, hips stretch. I'm going to do about 4 more of these. I'm coming forward and putting quite a bit of weight into my forearms here. And 3. And 2. One more time. And then come forward. One more thing before we come up and start our tabata. Hands under shoulders. Let's do knees and feet together. I'm going to bring the left leg out to the side and then immediately the right leg out to the side. And the left leg and the right. And left and right. One more each way. And now I'm going to keep the legs down, and now one arm at a time is going to reach out to the side and up. And then switch. And for this one, I actually do like to bring my knees a little wider. I get a little more mobility. Let's do 2 more here. One more each way. Good. And then we're going to come down. I'm going to come through a down dog to come up to stand. Couple of deep breaths here. One more. And then I'm going to soften my knees and walk back. And I'm going to roll up to stand. And okay, so we're going to go through our tabata. I'm going to get rid of my mat for this, or just put it off to the side. I don't really need it for this one. I do have a bit of a rug here, so the stuff that we do on the ground, that is enough for me. If you need your mat, please just keep it underneath you. And we're going to go through 10 exercises 3 times. Let's see how Donna does today. Okay.
Starting your tabata workout.
There she is. Ready? Let's do it. Squats. Squats.
Exercise.
Down. Okay, so this is still, for me, feels like a warm-up for me. Every day is a little different. Squats are something you can modify in so many ways. Going wider with your legs, more narrow. Taking my knees a little bit wider always helps my back feel a little bit better. Move yourself around until it feels like it's just more functional for you.
Rest.
Okay, and then I'm coming right over and doing a split squat. Left foot forward, right leg back.
Exercise.
Back heel up, down and up, down and up. 3, I'm going to bring my left arm straight up to the side. Energy in the back foot, upper body is upright.
Rest.
Ooh, that's such a big stretch for me. I did a ton of walking yesterday. Right foot forward, left foot back. Whenever I do a lot of walking, everything gets really
Exercise.
tight. Back heel up and down and up.
Rest.
Okay. We're coming to we're going to walk out from a standing position into a plank.
Exercise.
Arms up, reach. Come on down, soften your knees, walk out into a plank, and then walk back in again. I'm taking my time a little bit today. You go at your own pace. Come back out into a plank and then come down onto the hands and knees. And we're doing wide elbow push-ups. I'm going to say modified through this.
Exercise.
So something I should probably do on days where I'm just feeling really tight and tired through my body and my back, I can adjust these tabata settings just to give me a little bit more time in between the exercises. This is fine, it's doable. But that's one thing that I could do in the future.
Rest.
Wide elbow push-up. Side plank, modified. I'm going to keep my knee down.
Exercise.
Yeah, because right now I have a 10-second window of time in between exercises, which some days feels like enough time. Today, I don't know, it feels really, really fast. Head back, hips forward, belly is in. I have my knee down. My knee is at a similar angle to what my top leg is.
Rest.
Other side.
Exercise.
Exercise. Ooh, my bottom knee doesn't love that. Just keep adjusting. You can always grab your mat, put your bottom knee on it.
Rest.
Okay, side plank, side plank. Ooh, come onto your tushy, have a seat. Hands behind your thighs.
Exercise.
Find your balance. Okay, so I'm using my hands right now, but I'm also actively finding my abdominal connection, which means I'm using my hands more lightly. Trying to lift through the spine.
Rest.
Come on down. Come on up to stand. Grab your imaginary jump rope.
Exercise. Rest.
Feet are going to come a little bit wide. It's a little bit of a balance exercise.
Exercise.
Shift into one leg. For half the time, we're holding one leg. I'm changing the exercises a little bit. Sometimes I like these tabatas to be like all the exercises one could do to really wake up things. Come to the other side. A little balance, a little bit of a heart increase, a little bit of a glutes, arms, back.
Rest.
Okay, we're coming back to our squats. Wasn't that exciting? Squats. I'm going to add a heel lift.
Exercise.
Sit back, heel lift.
Rest.
Okay, split squats. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right heel is going to come up.
Exercise.
And up. Try to use both feet as equally as you can. Of course, you're going to have more weight in the front leg. Use both feet.
Rest.
It's always such a big stretch for me in the flexor. Right foot forward, left foot back, left heel up.
Exercise. Rest.
Okay, split squats. Walk out to a plank. Standing tall.
Exercise.
And back again. This one I'm going to hold until I lower my knees for 10 seconds. Long neck, lift your belly.
Rest.
Knees carefully down. Wide elbow push-up. Modified for me.
Exercise.
side plank. Coming back to that knee down position. Sometimes, oh wait.
Exercise.
Sometimes I get fancy with my side planks. Today this feels perfect. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days where I did a ton of walking. And then in the evening, my son had an event at school, which was really chill. But it was more walking and chatting and walking and throughout the field and through the people. So sometimes the body is just tie-tie.
Rest.
But this stuff is feeling good. I'm actually starting to feel truly warmed up.
Exercise.
I know she says the word exercise the same every time, but sometimes it just sounds like, I don't know, a little vindictive. Is it just me?
Rest.
Side plank. Okay, teaser. Sit on your tushy. Hands behind your thighs. We're coming back to that balancing position.
Exercise.
So one arm at a time. Belly, belly, belly. I'm using my hand behind the opposite thigh just to create a little more structure and stability.
Rest.
We're coming onto our belly. We're going to do a little back. This is the place where I'm changing it around. Arms wide.
Exercise.
Head up, arms up. Or do something else that stimulates the muscles in the back. You can always leave your arms down. If it feels intuitive to bring your legs up as well, go ahead and do that. Breathe.
Rest.
Up to jump rope. Up to jump rope.
Exercise. Rest.
Okay, back to our squats. This time I'm going to pick a knee up instead of lifting the heels.
Exercise.
Sit back, knee up.
Rest.
Good. Split squats. Straight up split squats, boring. Left foot forward, right foot back.
Exercise.
Back heel up. And if you don't want to bring your knee all the way to the ground, just put a pillow or something underneath your knee. Or a yoga block. Pillow is kinder.
Rest.
Side two. Right foot forward, left foot back. Left heel up.
Exercise.
Like there was one of those vindictive ones. Did you hear that? It was just like the end of the way she exercise. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Rest.
Okay, walkouts. I'm going to do 2 planks. The second one I'm going to hold.
Exercise.
Hold for 10.
Rest.
Wide elbow push-ups.
Exercise. Rest.
Side plank. Right knee down, right arm out.
Exercise.
The reason why we do this exercise is because it's great for your obliques. Obliques, when we work on those, it helps us to strengthen our pelvic floor and our entire, clearly core, so many things. These modified side planks are actually so great for shoulder work, hand work.
Rest.
And then other side.
Exercise. Rest.
Okay, sit on your tushy. I'm gonna go back to one arm at a time, I think.
Exercise.
If you want to stretch both arms out, please do.
Rest.
And we're gonna flip over again, come to the back, to the belly, do some work for the back. This time, arms right by your sides.
Exercise.
Lifting the head and the chest, reaching back through the fingers, and then lifting the arms. Pick up your hands after you've started to come up, and then reach back and forward at the same time. Reach through the crown of the head as you reach through your fingertips.
Rest.
Okay, jump rope.
Exercise.
Okay, that was a nice one. She sounded really nice. I like that one. So we're going to stretch. Victory.
Done. Great workout. You spent 20 minutes 7 seconds exercising.
20 minutes. Let's do a little stretch. I love that. Okay. I think I'm going to bring my legs out nice and wide. And you can kind of keep your feet as wide as you can. If it's difficult to sit up straight, even straight-ish in this position, maybe sit on a couple of pillows or a couple of yoga blocks. Keep your knees soft. Anything you can do to lift up out of your low back in this position, okay? I'm just going back and forth here, opening up the ribs, lifting up out of the low back to get a low side stretch. You may feel it in a different place. That's where I feel it really, in my side and my lower back. And I'll do one more here. And then we can bring the legs in. Let's cross. I'm crossing my left over my right. And I'm going to bring my right arm around this leg, and I'm just going to gently twist. This is a great stretch. I kind of forgot about this one. I haven't done this in a while. You can look down at your back hand. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Try and relax your shoulders here a little bit. One more breath here. And then we're going to come down onto the back. Similar stretch, different position. We're going to, I'm going to start with the leg I did first. So my left leg is crossing over my right. And I'm going to bring my hands behind my right thigh. For this one, I'm just going to gently rock right and left. So it's like a hip stretch and a massage for the low back. Try and lengthen through your neck here. Often when we're stretching, we end up creating tension and yuckiness in other parts of the body just because the stretch is usually for some of you so intense and can be quite uncomfortable. This is a very deep stretch for me, and I don't love it, but I know it's really, really important. Let's just rock back and forth one more time. And then we're going to switch sides. Opposite leg over opposite thigh. Reach behind that leg. And I didn't say this, but if you can reach around and hold on to your shin there, go for it. That's a much deeper stretch too. Try to lengthen out through your spine while you're here. Also, if this is really uncomfortable to get into, The other thing you can do is use like a yoga strap or maybe even a towel. You can put the towel around your shin and hold on to the towel on both sides. There's lots of ways you can modify so you can get yourself into the stretch. I'm just rocking back and forth a little bit to deepen the stretch in my right hip. One more breath here. And then I'm going to undo that just for a moment. I'm going to find flat feet here for a moment. Feet that are wider than my hips, arms down by my sides, neck is nice and long. Exhale, hips can come up a little bit. Inhale down. This can be just a nice flexor stretch here, pushing up. It's a little bit of a tucked pelvis, so you can lengthen through the fronts of the hips. I'm just going to do 5 more. And 4. Long arms here. 3. Last 2. And one more time. And come all the way down. Okay, I'm going to bring my knees over to the left. And then cactus arms. Look to the right. If you want to deepen the stretch through the right hip, you can reach around with your left hand and just hold on to the right thigh. And then we can roll over and do the other side. One more deep breath here. I feel like I could spend like a half an hour in this position. Okay. Time to get up. Oh, all right. You know what? I was going to end it there, but I want to do one more thing if you'd like to join me. I'm going to grab my long foam roller, and I just want to lie long ways on it. This guy right here was kind of looking at me during class just then, okay? So I'm just going to lie mine out and have a seat on the end, as close to the edge as I can. Yeah. So I just have my feet probably a little bit wider than my hips. My arms are just hanging out there for a second. And I'm just letting my spine feel like it's able to release on the foam roller here. I think for most people, this is a really nice way to feel a bunch of length through the spine. And I'm just going to keep my feet a little wide and bring my arms up, palms facing one another, and I'm going to do a nice big circle here, around and up, and around and up. One more here. And then we can go the other way for 3. And 2. One more time. And I'm going to come back up with the arms, similar to where we just were, cactus arms. This time the arms get a chance to be in gravity, which, ooh, this is a deep stretch. My arms slowly work their way towards the floor. Those of you with especially tight chest muscles, number 1, have a little patience here. This is, you need this. Number 2, holding like a 1 pound weight in each hand is a nice way to regularly add just a little bit extra of a stretch here. We're just going to give ourselves another deep breath here. And then the arms are going to come back down, right by the sides. I'm going to bring my feet a little like together, and then the knees are going to come out wide. Not everybody likes this stretch. If you like it, maybe widen your arms a bit. Try to breathe into your belly. One more breath. Okay. Knees are going to come back up again. One more thing before we hop off. I'm going to bring my head over to the right, and I'm going to stretch my left arm all the way out to the side and just get a neck stretch there. And then come back to the center, right arm out to the right, head look over to the left. One more each way. And then come back to the center. I'm going to roll off to one side and just lie flat for a moment and enjoy that weird feeling that you only get from lying on the foam roller. One more deep breath. That's nice. All right, I'm going to roll up to sit and come on up to stand. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. All right. May the force be with you. Have a great day.